At them white folk, Boosie, you done got too much. You done let these niggas play you too motherfuckers. This internet book dumb and say what Lil Tootie gonna do now? What Lil Tootie say? Listen, Vlad TV. Vlad ain't Vlad post everybody going to jail for Boosie. Somebody tag Vlad TV.
I ain't really got no opinion on him, because my opinion can send me to prison.
Boosie, your boy don't know how to fight. Neither do that T.I. little yellow motherfucker. The long hair slap Kanye West, that's where he was wrong at home.
Yeah.
Why slap him for what, nigga? When you had a 15-year-old hitman, nigga, that murdered black people. Boosie going to jail! Oh, God! Oh, God is good. I keep telling y'all, street got no God. God do not look after street. Boosie really thought he wasn't going to jail for that film. I knew he was.
The friction between Boosie and Charleston White didn't just come out of thin air. This storm had been brewing for a long time. You could see it forming on the horizon, just waiting for the right moment to explode. Every time one of them spoke, that pressure got thicker.
Talk to him. Why do Boosie get all the love? As if he the killer. And Boosie ain't no mother killer. You can slap Boosie and that bitch don't do nothing. You can slap Lil Boosie, that don't do nothing. Lil Marlo was the killer. Lil Boosie ain't had a fight with nobody. That you punch him in the nose, that bleed to death because he a diabetic. You can't give him no black eye. He'll die. He'll diabetic.
That tension got louder. It wasn't about if they collide. It was about when. And when it finally went down, the internet sat front row, popcorn in hand, ready to feast on every ounce of chaos like it was prime entertainment. Charleston's whole brand is fueled by chaos. His money, his fame, his entire identity, it all comes from talking reckless and daring people to bite back. That's his playbook. Pick a name that trends. Roast him till he...
Jail! Oh, God! Oh, God is good. I keep telling y'all, street, he got no God. God do not look after street. Boosie really thought he wasn't going to jail for that film. I knew he was going. She going to jail. All that newborn baby. Boosie won't get to see that newborn baby till that baby be walking and talking. Boosie going to jail! Your boy don't know how to fight. Neither do that T.I. little yellow motherfucker. The long hair freak. That little don't know how to fight either. Get them y'all babies.
The internet catches fire and ride that wave until it burns out. His targeted rappers, community leaders, even athletes, nobody's safe when Charleston's chasing clicks. But the second he tossed Boosie's name into his circus act, he didn't just start another viral feud. He walked straight into the lion's den. See, Boosie's not the kind of man to sit quiet while somebody runs their mouth, especially when it's about his blood. At first, Charleston kept it light, at least by his messy standards. He threw slick shots, clowning Boosie's career like it was past its prime, hiding his disrespect behind that fake humor. But everybody knows Charleston's blueprint. He keeps pushing until he hits that one nerve, that one moment that makes the internet freeze. And the second he said Tootie's name, you could feel the shift. That's when people went, nah, this ain't jokes anymore. He's playing with fire. Charleston started bragging. Talking reckless like getting Tootie in trouble was just another viral stunt. But anybody who knows Boosie knows, family is off limits. Boosie tried to keep his cool at first, stayed quiet, didn't jump on live, didn't give Charleston the reaction he wanted. But every time Charleston repeated that boy's name, the air got heavier. The tension was thick enough to cut. When a fan told Boosie, Charleston said he got your son arrested, you could see it, the disbelief, the anger, the calm before the storm. Boosie didn't sugarcoat it either. He said it plain. I don't _ with Charleston White. That man's a threat to my peace, to my success. It wasn't fear, it was awareness. Because Charleston's the kind of chaos you can't win against. He'll call the cops, twist the story, and make sure the mess sticks to you, not him. Even Boosie admitted, that's the only smoke I'm ducking, 'cause that kind of drama don't end well. And honestly, he wasn't lying. You can't fight a man who profits off your reaction. But eventually, Boosie snapped without even raising his voice. He looked dead in the camera, tone sharp and steady, and said, don't talk about my kids. Don't drag my family into your circus. That one line broke the internet in half. Clips of his warning flooded every timeline. Fans were split. Some said, "That's real father energy." Others worried Charleston was baiting him for clout. But everyone agreed, this time, Charleston crossed a line. And what started as internet games just turned into something deeply personal. See, most people didn't even realize his beef had roots stretching way deeper, all the way back.
I ain't really got no opinion on him, because, my opinion can send me to prison. So I ain't really, I ain't really got no opinion. Once you go to threaten people's kids, talking about me, I ain't the one gonna do all that. Certain people, you can't really express opinion.
Boosie feels pretty good. He feels like the judge is. He don't feel good. You see how low his energy is. I mean, when he says this judge seems pretty cool. Man, he just saying that to kiss ass because they watch it. I used to say the same shit, and the judge kept revoking my bum. Oh, that nigga bit the pillar in an interview. When have you ever seen a gangster in an interview, nigga? That nigga under pressure and stress. Come on, not playing. He facing 15. Homie, don't you know he got a turd in his ass? Because those 5 murders is part of relevant conduct that goes into the PSI. Even though he beat it, they still bring it up as an arrest. The Boosie record, don't put him on a cakewalk, y'all. He going where he got to really be in danger and in fear, no matter who.
When Kanye West threw on that White Lives Matter shirt and shook the entire culture overnight. The internet split in two, half defending Kanye, half tearing him apart, and things got ugly fast. Boosie was one of the loudest voices calling Kanye out, accusing him of disrespecting his own people and turning real struggle into a fashion statement. That's when Charleston saw his golden opportunity. Instead of backing Boosie, he flipped the script completely and made Boosie his new target. From that point on, Charleston went full throttle, branding Boosie a hypocrite and mocking him every chance he got. "Who are you to talk?" became his favorite punchline. Anytime Kanye popped up in headlines, Charleston dragged Boosie's name right alongside his, like they were somehow part of the same story. He twisted Boosie's criticism into content, painting him as just another clout chaser chasing outrage for attention. The clicks started rolling in, and Charleston knew he'd found his new gold mine. That's when the clowning turned darker. The jokes started coming with a little more venom. Once Charleston saw the attention building, he did what he always does. He doubled down. He started dropping slick threats, hinting at jail time, and daring people to test him like he was untouchable. He began playing police games, pushing that line between trolling and danger just to see who'd blink first. But Boosie's not the one you bait for views, not when his name and his family are involved. And with Charleston pressing that gas pedal harder, things stopped being entertainment and started feeling explosive. That's the ugly truth behind all this. What starts as internet talk can turn into real-life tension, fast. Then out of nowhere, Charleston switched targets again, and this time, he locked on another rapper's kid. King Harris, Tip's son. That's when the trolling stopped feeling random. You could see it, a full pattern forming. Charleston was stacking controversy like trophies, building his whole empire off chaos. He went full throttle on King.
Really, I ain't really got no opinion on him, because, my opinion can send me to prison. So I ain't really, I ain't really got no opinion on him, once you go to threaten people's kids, talking about you gotta lie. So, I ain't the one gonna do all that. I ain't gonna do all that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, certain people you can't really express opinions on, and he one of those. You can't express how you feel because you might end up in prison. I ain't getting tricked off this shit.
It's in jail, waiting for the FBI to send me the right kind of number, because I'm finna make a report on your mother. People, you make the man call your name specifically. The promoter specifically said your mother ain't Lil Boosie. He implemented you and implicated you. Finna go to jail, back to jail. You gonna be on your knees,
calling him soft, spoiled, pretending to be street when everybody knew he grew up in luxury. He mocked the kid's hair, his clothes, his vibe, straight clown behavior for clicks, and then crossed the line, joking like jail was King's destiny. But King didn't fold or hide behind a PR post. He hit Lil with fire in his eyes and made it crystal clear. No jokes, no flexing, just energy, the kind that makes people stop scrolling mid-swipe. He told Charleston flat out that if they ever cross paths, it'd be a problem. And that's when T.I. stepped in, calm, composed, but lethal, saying he'd stand on business for his son. That flipped the script immediately. This wasn't just content anymore. It was legacy on the line. Every time Charleston opened his mouth, it blew up. Every time Boosie or Tip clapped back, it doubled in views. King's Live replayed across every blog, every comment section, sparking non-stop debate. Was he real for defending himself or reckless for engaging? But one rule was clear to everyone watching. You don't come for a man's child. Charleston thought he was untouchable, hiding behind that "I'll call the cops" safety card. But that protection started cracking when real fathers stepped in. And when you zoom out, it all traces back to one spark, that Kanye shirt moment that blew everything wide open. Boosie called Kanye out for making a mockery of a movement, and Charleston hijacked that moment for himself. He looped Boosie's name into every Kanye headline, milking the outrage until it became his own spotlight. Then he escalated, going from calling out rappers to mocking their sons, turning trolling into taboo. That's when the circus stopped being funny and started looking dangerous. From there, it turned into something way deeper, a generational showdown. Charleston, the chaos dealer, versus fathers like Boosie and T.I., men who built their names from the ground up. They weren't just protecting reputations, they were protecting bloodlines. And that's why the internet lost it. This wasn't rap beef anymore. It was manhood versus mockery, legacy versus disrespect, and everybody watching knew it could go way beyond the timeline. Charleston stayed viral, sure, but it wasn't because of him. It was because of the father's responses. When Boosie looked into the camera and said, "Don't play with my family," that hit harder than any diss. That was raw, human, and real. The kind of moment every parent felt deep down. Same with Tip. When he stepped up for King, it wasn't for clout. It was that heavy father energy saying, "Clown who you want, but not my blood." Still, Charleston kept playing his game. Every headline, every reaction, fuel. He hides behind the same line every time. "They can't touch me. I'm protected." It's his formula. Push buttons, collect views, play victim, repeat. And whether they respond or stay silent, he spins it like a win. But what he doesn't seem to get is that once you drag someone's kids into it, it's not content anymore. It's sacred territory. That's not trolling. That's Dishna. Men like Boosie and T.I. live by a code, old school, respect before fame, family before everything. The internet might laugh, but they come from a world where words have weight, and disrespect brings consequences. That's why fans are split, half saying Charleston's just being Charleston, the other half warning that he might have finally crossed the one line no man comes back from. Because now, it's not just about Charleston anymore. King and Two-Tie Raw are front and center, no longer kids watching from the sidelines. They are matching energy with energy, refusing to be background characters in their father's legacies. And when King stared down the camera and said what he said, no fear, no filter, the internet went nuclear. Half the world called him a real one. The other half said he gave Charleston exactly what he wanted. But one thing for sure, that Lib made King Harris impossible to ignore. What started as petty trolling had turned into a full-blown cultural moment. Hip-hop history, fatherhood, generational pride, and Kanye's go still hovering in the background like the spark that lit it all. Each layer added fuel to the blaze. And through it all, Charleston sat there laughing like he was running the show. But behind that laugh, the energy shifted. This wasn't funny anymore. It was personal. Boosie and T.I. aren't men you play with, especially when their kids' names come out your mouth. The tension got thick, and people stopped asking if Charleston would cross the line, and started asking when someone would finally snap. Charleston kept pushing it, loud, reckless, bragging like he was bulletproof. His favorite trick: provoke a reaction, then play victim when the heat hits back. It's his signature bait-and-switch, and has made a whole career out of it. But this time, the crowd wasn't laughing anymore. You could see it in Boosie's face, that calm before the storm. His silence stopped feeling like patience and started feeling like pressure. Then 6 words dropped like a bomb. Don't talk about my kids. No yelling, no theatrics, just power. And T.I. matched that same energy. No PR spin, no rapper talk, just a father standing 10 toes down for his son. That's what made the internet freeze. Pride, love, legacy, all wrapped in one moment. The comment said it best. This is what real fatherhood looks like. Because that's exactly what it was. 2 men reminding the culture that before fame, before the spotlight, they are fathers first. And when a real father draws that line, no clout, no content, no views can save you. That's when Charleston Circus stopped being entertainment. It started feeling dangerous. And the wildest part? Nobody saw it coming. 1 minute, it was a Kanye share controversy, just another headline. The next, it became fathers defending their sons, legend defending their bloodlines, and a troll testing how far he could push real men before the internet stopped protecting him. This isn't just celebrity drama anymore. It's a test of principles in a culture that still holds respect as law. Charleston thought he was playing chess, but now he's on a board he can't control. Every clip, every quote, every go-live session built this tension into something bigger than content. It's consequence now. Because when the numbers fade and the likes disappear, what's left is pride, emotion, and real-world energy that doesn't play by algorithm rules. Boosie and T.I. both come from that cloth, old school, respect over fame, action over words. Their silence ain't fear, it's calculation. They are weighing moves, not hiding from them. And that's what is a whole internet holding its breath, wondering who breaks first. The troll who keeps poking, or the fathers who finally push back. That's why this story just won't die. Too many boundaries crossed, too much ego in the mix, and way too much family pride at stake. This isn't Charleston White roasting rappers anymore. It's a head-on collision between viral trolling and real-world codes. A clash between social media chaos and street principles. A reminder that no matter how digital the world gets, some rules don't bend. Family is sacred. Respect still reigns supreme. Boosie stamped that truth when he said, "Don't talk about my kids." T.I. doubled down, reminding everyone that behind all the fame and money, he's a father first. That hit the culture differently, raw, honest, and unfiltered. Now, the world's watching to see if Charleston learns that lesson the easy way, or the hard way. Because at this point, the internet split. Some say Boosie handled it like a man, firm but dignified. Others believe Charleston crossed a line you can't walk back from. And then there's the biggest question. Was King Harris right to clap back, or did he feed the chaos? Either way, the storm's far from over. Each day, it's getting louder, messier, more unpredictable. Will Charleston back off, or will he keep tempting fate until the streets remind him that Wi-Fi can't save you from real-world consequences? If you've been locked in from the start, you know this story's still heating up. So hit that like, drop your thoughts, and stay tuned, because the next chapter in this feud, it's about to get even crazier.